YouTube, what's going on? Heir of Carthage here, and welcome back to the all-gun Empire campaign in Total War Warhammer 2. And when we left off last time, I hope you all, I apologize for the slight delay in between episodes. It's been about 4, almost 5 days of straight rain here, which is actually kind of good. It was really dry. But for whatever reason, even though I use cable internet, which is a cable buried underground, whenever we get heavy rain, my internet gets crapped out. Even more so than it can be on a normal basis. And so my internet was so bad and unreliable yesterday that I could barely even watch a video, much less upload one. Because remember, my upload speed is about 10 times slower than my download speed because of the excellent quality balanced service that Cox Communication provides to its customers here. Because why give a balanced experience when you can just 10x one over the other and then deliver on neither? But in any case, hopefully you're watching this, and if you are, it means that my upload was at least decent enough. Whether or not it took 1 hour or 12, I will have no idea on how long it took it to upload, but I'm recording it nonetheless, so there we go. We do still have Ghuletor here, and there's another Chaos army, Gulgast Doomheimer. I mean, he's really going all out with the name and the Shaggoth spam here, but I don't think any of that will save him. We're going to scroll down. You'll want to know something crazy to me, something that I hope to see improved in a future Total War. I have an AMD 3800 XT, which when I did some testing was roughly equivalent to an Intel i9 9900K in gaming. I think slightly lower than the 10 series Intel and obviously lower than the upcoming AMD chips. But I have that paired with a 2080 Ti. Again, I know there's a 3080 out there now, but you can't actually buy one, and so on. But 2080 Ti, for the longest time I've had it, I am consistently most of the time under 60 frames a second here on the campaign map. Just campaign map. Like right here, when I'm moving, sometimes I'm dropping as low as like 45. That's terrible. It needs to be fixed. I have way too expensive of a computer that if I'm getting these frame rates, I don't know, maybe it's not worse for you all on different settings. This is on 1440p and I'm running it on the basically ultra settings. I backed off a couple of things that just eat up frame rates, like ambient occlusions and sharpening and stuff like that. I turned that stuff off because I don't feel like it gives a whole lot of benefit. But in any case, yeah, they really need to improve this going forward. I mean, some of you might, Heir, you're just complaining. You have a fancy machine and you're just mad. No, it's less to do like yeah, it bothers me when I have an expensive machine and it still won't run good. But what bothers me more is how does it run for everybody who doesn't have an expensive machine? Is it really crappy? I don't know. I got a machine next to this one that I run in 1080p that has slightly lesser hardware. I think I have a 5700 XT graphics card and a 3900X processor. And it has the same issue at 1080p. So, I don't know. Worries me, like I said, because neither one of these setups is a cheap out of systems. Anyway, let's get to some comments. Okay, Riley, hitting us up with the kill list as usual. In case you all are wondering how Grimgor's dead boys are hanging out, they are still holding on to their lead on the list very handily at 38,374 deaths to my armies, whereas the Warriors of Chaos are catching up, kind of. I don't know if they'll ever catch up to Grimgor's dead boys because they have too many single units and hell cannons, but they've still managed to rack up an impressive 24,271 losses. It is possible that Chaos will go past Sylvania, but I don't know if they will ever surpass the Grimgor's dead boys. We are going to send a military force here. Auto-resolve this. Excellent. Get some cash while we're at it. Get some of our money back. That should give us 10 fealty. Yeah, it does. With the forces of Ostermark. Is it Ostland? Ostermark. No, just well... It is Ostermark. Okay. Ostermark. So we've got 10 fealty from Ostermark. We should be able to confederate them. Wissenland is really the one I want because they have the Emperor's Wrath steam tank, but unfortunately they're still at 7. We've got 8 with Sturland, and I think we've still got, yeah, Nordland up here. So we definitely have a few to confederate still. I'll have to keep working on the confederation process. People did decide, thank you for the comments, by the way. And in the comments, I think I got the hint that you all wanted Patchster to lead this assault here. So we will send Patchster up here to lead the assault on Ghuletor. Kind of banner charge bonus. I don't really know if that's going to do a whole lot, but someone also told me that we could have gotten a steam tank on Patchster, one of the guys, but I clicked the wrong button, so whoops. Hopefully we can fix that. But let's take these guys on. I got 4 hell cannons. We're going to have to use our artillery early on to nullify that long range that they have there. Let's fight. Hopefully the map is going to be okay here too. Let's hit some more comments while we're at it. Blake Beckham. Thank you for the support here. He says, yeah, I definitely wouldn't want you to wreck your family relationships. Don't worry, I'm not. I was just letting you all know I intend to work hard during the week. And you might be like, well, Eric, you missed uploads yesterday. It was the internet. I would have, and you know, I also had a busy day at work, but it was mostly the internet. And my internet was barely running enough to keep me working from home. So yeah, I intend to work really hard during the week. I'm going to try and do like 2 videos a day, or, you know, a video on a stream, so that I can get at least like 10 pieces of content out every week. That's my goal. And then that way, that's more than 1 video per day of the week by a decent shot. And for someone who's got 2 boys growing up and a full-time job and all that stuff, I feel like that is pretty darn good. And it gives me a lot of content that I can push out to you all and feel like I am working hard and trying to give you as much content as possible. So that is my objective. In case you all are wondering what my aim is on a given week of content, that's what I hope to accomplish. Not every week will be successful, but like I said, that is what I hope to accomplish. I'm gonna put my forces here. Let's look at the range on the enemy hell cannons. I would be starting just out of their range. Actually, no, I don't. Let's go here. Again, start outside the range of the hell cannons. I think we can slightly outrange the hell cannons with my artillery pieces. Yeah, even my cannon has range there. My rockets definitely do. And then what we'll do is we'll get our steam tanks a little closer because their range is shorter. Come on, get up there. And that means our steam tanks are essentially going to start in range as well. Excellent. And I'm going to get Patchster back here behind the line. And J-Mos is burning here. He could get some work done with some fireballs. I'm going to probably pop some fireballs off at the hell cannons as well. Let's group up our infantry, get them on a defensive so that when we give them an attack order, they don't go chasing an enemy. Get our artillery grouped and in a defensive for the same reason. Steam tanks. We do have a witch hunter here too. Let's actually get these guys into group 1. There we go. And we'll keep them with group 1. I think we're ready. I'm going to focus a couple of the hell cannons. And I'll get you all some close-ups while we're doing it. I'll let you see some of the chaos units up close this time. I think I've showed you most of my units up close. They're going to be delivering some volleys to me. Hopefully they're targeting my steam tanks. Nope. They're targeting my infantry. I didn't realize that my infantry would be in range. We do need to get J-Moses burning to pop a fireball on here. Okay, we just did some significant damage to some of the hell cannons. Okay, one of them's out of commission. Let's target the next. Fireball did hit, but it didn't destroy the artillery piece. They're shooting J-Moses burning. Well, I mean, it kind of sucks for him, but he'll be okay. If he's the one distracting their shots, then we're definitely winning this exchange. He can take a little more punishment before we have to back him up. Okay, it looks like only 2 of the cannons still firing. And our enemies are moving forward. I need to fix my scroll speed here. It gets tricky to move. Oh, hang on. We got to get Moses burning out of there. He's burning. Let's move up our... I didn't mean to get him into the group. Alright, move up. We need to hurry and move up so that we can get in position to start firing. I still see hell cannons firing, unfortunately. Not really sure how this is possible. Okay, 3 hell cannons are down. Let's target the remaining one. Swing back over here. Bergjaegers are going to be fantastic for holding the flank here because the cavalry is doing what it should, and it's going to try and work to the flanks. But the Bergjaegers have a 360-degree firing arc, and I can use them to punish units like this Chaos Knight that's trying to make my flank there. My guys don't even have to reposition to open fire and cause massive damage. So we're in an excellent firing position. I believe the last Hell Cannon just got silenced, so let's target some Chosen, and let's target the Dragon, and let's get J. Moses burning to pop another Fireball snipe here. And let's watch that. Let you all get some close-ups of this. What happened to the Fireball? I never saw a Fireball come over here. But it says that it went off. That's weird. Was it invisible? Alright, the Shaggoths are getting wrecked. There were a few Chaos Knights that managed to get into me over here. Let's go deal with them with the Steam Tank, because even a few Chaos Knights can get a lot of damage done. Witch Hunter's going to need to fire there. Target that. And let's get Patchster up here to help out in melee. And let's get our Bergjaegers to focus the Dragon. So again, they don't have to reposition. Alright, we got rid of the Chaos Knights. Let's bring the Steam Tanks back up. Fall back just a hair with the Bergjaegers. Alright, the Dragon's getting owned, as is his crony. Now we're going to see Chaos fleeing. They are utterly destroyed. Only the Chaos Stunties really remain at this point. Let's tell our rockets to target some of this fleeing infantry. Never pass up a good opportunity for some free kills. And I would say that that was an effective battle for sure. We systematically shut down the Hell Cannons and then shot to bits the main Chaos Force. They did connect in melee with some of their units, but I love the combination of Hackbuttschützen and Feuerschützen. The Feuerschützen really dish the damage, and the Hackbuttschützen slow down anything they're targeting, and by slowing it, it essentially leads to it dying, because it's going to take more damage from the Feuerschützen. Let's move on to some more comments. We also had White Rose Cicero. Thank you for the support, saying that, hey, no need to apologize about the family. Really appreciate that from all of you. It's very much appreciated, because, it is a balance constantly. Carl Friends-tastic says, Chaos is in complete disarray, quoting me. Says, maybe Chaos should have been less chaotic. Pun approved, Carl. Pun approved. This action has my consent. Take the Chaos Cash there. Little quick Chaos Cash. Some mad money. More important than the money, actually, at this point, is going to be the prestige that we pick up. All right, Patchster picks up another skill point, and we can get the Steam Tank, but we also need Immortality. I'm going to go ahead and get the Steam Tank, and we'll just have to trust that I don't get Patchster killed before his next level up. I mean, if he's in a Steam Tank, it should make him a lot less killable, but you never know. Sometimes Heir will surprise you and manage to do things that shouldn't otherwise be possible, and not always in an impressive or good way.
Seek out the heretics.
I'm going to come up here and see if we can disrupt one of these Warherds. We found another Chaos Army here, too. That's going to be Ghoulgast. And then Sartorial is back over here. I think we have to get these guys pretty much destroyed all in a turn.
I trust no man.
There was another Chaos army here, but I've lost track of it.
Forward.
Don't know where it's at the moment. Interesting. Alright, Gaston Glock is reloaded, and let's get him headed back towards Erengrad. And speaking of, I think Patchster will be safe here for a turn. I'm going to get Kalashnikov to head this way as well, towards Erengrad. And then we can probably afford to have Baltasar, or let's keep Franz and Baltasar together. Let's move Volkmar over here to back up Patchster, who is replenishing, and then we may take Baltasar and Franz and kind of move forward a little. We'll keep a spy right here in case, you know, something respawns and tries to get past us, but otherwise, let's start moving up here and see if we can go engage Chaos a little more actively now that we have beaten back the main assault. We'll keep our armies together in order to be smart about this. We'll, you know, roll in twos, make sure we don't get overwhelmed, and kind of handle things that way. So our first 6 steam tanks have rolled off the manufacturing line, and we're going to start up the second 6 now. This will cut into our income significantly, but you all asked for a mechanized division, and a mechanized division you will get. That's just how it's going to be, folks. So Kalashnikov is loaded. Gaston Glock's got a couple of units that could use some prestige upgrades here. Let's do that. Keep a nice chunk of prestige here in case we need it for world events that will be happening. There's really not a whole lot else to do in here at the moment. There's nothing else to research. I mean, since we have the cash, we might as well go ahead and do some of these ones that buff up our relations with these people. We've already got good relations with them, but, you know, whatever.
I will marshal the men. Yes, a sound plan.
Let's raise the pillars of Grungni.
By Sigma's right.
Excellent.
What does the
And the Dawi are in control of Mount Squighorn. That should let them retake control of the Silver Road. And I think in the meantime, they have kind of been fending for themselves out here in the Plain of Bones and the Wolflands. So I think that will give the Dawi what they need. I do wonder if there are some Skaven in these hills. Let's zoom out and look at Skaven corruption. Yep. There is very likely Skaven out here in the Badlands and at Karak 8 Peaks. So if we need to, we'll go take a look at that and try and clear it out. Boris is busy exterminating greenskins, which, by the way, he's just waiting on some more siege towers. Then I actually will perform this siege just for fun, like sending our Eisenbombers into melee ought to be pretty entertaining. Let's continue this siege for one more turn. And that'll give us a bit of something different to watch there. Alright, we've got electric counts assigned everywhere. I think we're ready to end a turn. See what happens. Let's go back to our comments. Alex here with some kind words. He says, my favorite Total War YouTuber by far. Been here since your Rome 2 Carthage campaign. Never forget the turds. The Turdatani. Oh man, that was classic. Hey Alex, thanks for the years of support, man. Says I'll be here for years to come. I will be here for years to come as well. I have no plans on hanging up YouTube for you all, even though I may have to adjust the way I do some stuff just because of my ever-evolving family situation, which is a good situation, by the way. It's not me saying that like that it's some kind of hard situation. Anyway, Sank says it's about time that Heir becomes the dad of Carthage. Even by the most salty and warmongering Carthaginian has to go settle down and go home and be a family man. I love being a dad. It's actually my favorite thing in life. No doubt about it, hands down. I'm glad that I didn't do it too young, because it is a lot of work. It's definitely worth it. It's fantastic. I don't regret being a dad at all. But at the same time, like some of you may be like, Heir, you know, I have kids. It's really hard. Yeah, it is. It is. It can be hard at times. And if you do it too young, it can be exceptionally hard. But, you know, the right time for everybody is different. You can't let anybody tell you when is the right time for you to have a family or the right way or whatever, right? You've got to decide that for you. And then when you do it, stick to it, you know? That's kind of my advice on that, if my advice is worth anyway. Thank you, Sanks. Appreciate it. And then it's at 5016, Abers, or who I'm probably going to say it right. It's AOBERHS, says at 5016 you forgot to give Smith & Wesson his tank. Yes, we did. I could respec him and give it to him. Maybe we should. Let's give him a little respect. Alright, here we go. Steam tank it is. Let's also make him immortal. And then let's start giving him back his other Emperor's Finest, Pistol Core. Does he have... He does have artillery. I think all my builds have artillery now, which is good. And Strength of Hardship, Sharpshooter, and Master of Artillery all help. But we also want Lightning Strike, which we're now not going to have enough points for because of the way I respect this. So we will give it to him when we get a chance. Having the steam tank is probably a bigger deal anyway.
Yes, my lord.
So he will have his steam tank mount. I don't know if it shows up on the campaign map. I have seen them in the battle map. It's pretty cool. Alright. Thank you for the comments, by the way, folks. Holy Warherds. Holy Warherds, Batman.
Praise Sigmar.
Speaking of Warherds,
This will bolster the nation.
this will bolster the nation. We could get ambushed by the Warherds.
The Empire.
We do have to be careful of that. And if I move up reinforcements, we also have to be careful of the fact that the Beastmen, like, if I actually get inside the city, they could siege it and then pick off the other army that's supporting. So I'm going to put these two armies right next to each other, and we'll put one in an ambush. Let's actually put both in an ambush, see if we can get lucky here. And maybe we can lure these Warherds in. Erengrad has a fairly significant garrison here, too. I mean, we get a couple of regimental field surgeons. What? What is that showing up for? That's so weird. Anyway, we get a steam tank, some outriders, a bunch of free company militia, some handgunners, like basically a larger handgun unit that's a little cheaper. There is a great sword here that's coming from some building. Obviously, we won't be using that. Yeah, I don't know if it's not coming from that. It looks like it's coming from the coastal city. So Warner may have accidentally missed that. Not that I'm complaining. He did a great job putting that mod together for me. But I'm guessing that's why it's there, is that the coastal city maybe showed up different in the file. Wait, Volksgrad? Oh, I confederated these guys. It's like, wait a minute, why do I own Volksgrad?
Yes, my lord.
We confederated, yes. And so we need to take a look at any new troops we've gotten.
Ready.
Honestly, we don't need any of these troops here, and none of them are gun troops, so...
I will marshal the men.
Toodaloo. If we need a level 18 general, we can pull one in. He's actually closer to the steam tank than the guy in here, so we may do that once he convalesces, whatever you call it, like gets ready to be used again. Let's go look at any of our other armies that we are less familiar with.
Champion of the faith. True servant
To control of
Sigmar.
Norden. We don't need this guy. Let's punt him. Smith & Wesson. I mean, we'll know which guys are ours and which ones aren't because... Oh, speaking of, I think you all gave me some name suggestions for Leonard Todbringer. I was thinking I was going to name him Erwin Todbringer after Erwin Rommel because so many of you had suggested that. But we'll keep the Todbringer. We can call him Erwin R. Todbringer because he's using the all-artillery army here. And I think you all had some more name suggestions and stuff too I'll look at, so we'll check into those. Do we have any of this special... Who's this assigned to? Gaston Glock, we're not taking it from him. Is this guy actually using this? I don't think we have a Huntsman General actually using any of this stuff, so I'm going to steal the Shrieking Blade off of him. And, oh my, ward save. That is beautiful. Grab that. I mean, this is the only thing we can equip, so let's equip it. speed plus 20% for assigned unit. Winds of Magic Power Reserve. We do need a wizard in this army at some point. Oh my gosh, what is with the regimental field surgeon thing, like popping up on the screen everywhere? It's a tooltip. Give me a break.
Sigma, grant me strength.
Ugh. I'm gonna save my game real quick and reload and see if that gets rid of this. So give me just a second, folks. Alright, how about while we're loading in here, I'll get a quick comment. Matt O says, how come you never use a skill point for Sigmar's Ward? I'm not familiar with what it is, but I'll go check and try and give you an answer, Matt. And then Sean Bean's mom says, stunties is definitely a racial slur, so please stop using it. They prefer to be called magically challenged. You know, that is a good point you make there, but I mean, I'm sure that I will continue to call them stunties, but an excellent point nonetheless. And I like it. I like it a lot. Well done. That is a great comment. Let's look at Sigmar's Ward. Missile resistance 10. Probably just because like I'm not too worried. I mean, 10% missile resistance is good, so I could use it, but it's just not really, I guess, been on the top priority for me. This doesn't feel like it. All right, hopefully we got rid of that regimental field surgeon bug there. That was getting pretty bad.
Move by the comet.
We're gonna have to move slowly through here, lest we take a lot of chaos attrition. These guys' disgusting taint has spread all over. Really? I hate that when it's like, oh yeah, you can move here, and then you do it, and it's like, ah, I gotcha. Piece of crap. So annoying. So annoying. Let's get Patchster into an encamped stance so he'll replenish quicker. Let's see. I think we were busy taking care of excess armies that we didn't need. But like Toddbringer's here. Knud Solander. Nude. Is he sending nudes? What in the world? This guy is inappropriate. He's gonna be disbanded. He doesn't have enough guns. Alright, Patchster Cogburn, Gundalf, Boris, Gaston Glock, Franz, Volkmar, Erwin R. Toddbringer. Is Colt Flintlock back? Yeah, he's back up.
Yes.
Send him up here to help. Who all's up here? Sigvald! He made it to the party! Hang on there, Sigvald. Don't go anywhere. Aw, man. Failed to block his army. Really wanted Sigvald to stick around. Wait for Baltasar to come visit. I don't know if it's worth spending anything over here on the settlement. It's almost assuredly just gonna revolt. I guess we could put something here for growth and replenishment in case we need to stand there and replenish at any given point.
Tools of judgment ready.
Oh, we got an extra witch hunter here. What are some of the names that you all said? When I see a name, I'll put it on to one of these guys. We'll keep him. I mean, it's worth having some extra witch hunters, but we probably want to respec him. Alright, here we go. Let's go in and fix it up to where he's good at blocking armies, specialist, and assassinate. And then cleanse corruption. In that order. And let's see. Got Mauser, our Gunquisitor here. And let's see who's next here. I'm going to just kind of keep him up here to keep an eye on this pass. Might as well do this ambassador to the magically challenged, as it was put so delicately recently there. Do have control of Norden. It would be better to have defenses in Norden than to say like have this building, which does almost nothing for me from a gun perspective. And we're going to do this one that gives us extra income from trade and then growth. And I'm trying to think what other settlements we took over. It wouldn't have been a lot. Beckoffen. I think they were in control of a few of these settlements. Let's just kind of see what's here. I mean, nothing... Well, there is kind of egregious because we don't need this here now. So let's get rid of that. Don't really need this building as it doesn't really do much for us, so we'll just put something else in instead. Hawkland. Let's finish building our armory. Black Mountains. We've got some expensive buildings we can put in there, but they don't provide any real immediate benefit for me. At Barak Var, though, we can go to the top tier port, which is a significant spend, but also good income. May not hurt here at Barak Var to put in this toll gates. Gains us income from all buildings in all regions. Or, sorry, all regions of this province. Which, not gonna hurt. Not gonna hurt. I think that's all we need to do building-wise. Issue our commandment here. And I think we're ready to end another turn. See if these Warherds come to town to visit. Though, did I do... Yeah, okay, we already did our move here. Replenishment is just so trashy here. We really ought to put a growth building here, because that'll also help the somewhat poor replenishment rate. Alright, let's hit some more comments here. Volkmar's army's got a paunch. It's got a paunch. Wait, what? Isn't that the other campaign? Yes. Nice pun. I like it. And yes, Grom the Paunch, he's back. I had to modify the campaign slightly, but he's back, and he'll be coming relatively often. Let's see here. Appius also pointing out that I forgot the steam tank on Smith & Wesson, so appreciate it, Appius. We got that fixed. We had a name suggestion here. Hellstorm rocket batteries. Instant Sunshine. 8-pull Gasha machine. Instant Sunshine. We could probably put that on one of the rocket batteries. Oh, we successfully ambushed here. We successfully ambushed 4 Cygors. Whew, holy Minotaurs, Batman. I think the auto-resolve would treat me a lot better here. I really want to fight this because I haven't gotten to fight the Beastmen, but I'm almost certain the auto-resolve would treat me considerably better. Because it's accounting for all these other troops back here, even though they're not really going to be very useful. Let's go ahead and fight it. Maybe we can find a way to handle this here. We'll have to see what the terrain looks like. I mean, we may not deploy on both sides where it makes it easy for them to bum rush individual units. We may just pick a good deployment zone and deploy as a whole army and then mop these guys up. Our Jaeger Corps could fire while hidden. We'd have to position our artillery well. Yeah, it's pretty terrain heavy here, which is probably to be expected in an ambush battle. Now, actually, here I've got a plan, and I think it'll work pretty good. Yeah. The plan, I think, will work pretty good. And what that plan is rather than, like, deploying on both sides of the Beastmen, and so let's just take a look at this, for instance. We'll start a deployment. They're deployed in, you know, a column marching up the road here. So if I deploy right here, they will kind of have to column straight back into a massive, you know, field of fire that we're going to have all across this zone, and they would be funneling in a relatively column formation, and then that also puts us closer to our reinforcements back here. So we've definitely got the artillery to force them back into us as well. What we need to do is just zoom up close and make sure that we're not going to have the terrain block any of our units from being effective. I'm going to mix a couple of Blitzschützen into the Hackbuttschützen. Yes, let's do that. Do something like this. You know what? Let's just put them right in the middle, because the AI tends to go hard down the middle. And I'm thinking this deployment should be okay-ish. No, it's not great. Maybe deploy right here. Yeah. That'll be a little better. That'll be a little better. And then let's get our Jaeger Corps. Put them on the flank. So they'll do nice damage there. Guard them with an Eisenbomber. And then let's do the same thing from this flank with our other 2 Jaeger Corps. And then put an Eisenbomber behind them as well. So that if anything does get close to them, we can slow down. We've got a net ready. We do have a steam tank with our Lord. And we'll kind of just set him right in between two units here to fire away.
Hellstorm!
Our Hellstorms can be targeted onto their infantry, and I'm going to set them back a little.
Elevate cannon!
And then our cannons will fire at their Cygors. Their Cygors will have range on us right from the very beginning here, so we'll want to pummel them with the cannons pretty quickly.
I am prepared.
I'm kind of wondering if I get the Light Wizard up here, I think I can Shim's Burning Cheese one of the Cygors as well. Let's get all of our infantry grouped and in a defensive stance, and then same with the artillery in a defensive stance. Alright, let's start the battle. Pick a Cygor, any Cygor, and let's Shim's Burning Gaze one of the Cygors as well. Oh, look at that damage there. Beautiful. Wait. Great swords. Withdraw. Okay. Great start to the battle. Ooh, that Shim's Burning Gaze. It hit. Did pretty good, actually. Though, unfortunately, we had a misfire on it. Okay, yep. They're charging. And they're going to be punished pretty badly for this all-out charge, obviously. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, let's bring our reinforcements up. It's unlikely they'll be needed, but just get them up here. Get him, Blitzschützen. Get him. Yeah, the Beastmen out of their league here. Minotaur's coming in. The Blitzschützen's gonna just shred them as well. Okay, we do have a Cygor that made it to our flank. I wonder if they're going for a reinforcements. I cannot tell. Alright, I think one Cygor is mostly wrecked. Let's keep the pressure on him. And let's give him another Shim's Burning Gaze. Okay, let's see what these troops are doing. Okay, yeah, they charged my Eisenbombers over here. My Eisenbombers should be able to beat this back given time because they're just very heavily armored. And the Centaurs will do some damage on the charge and then just die. Let's target this Bestigor herd over here with the rockets. Alright, one Cygor is down. Start working the next most weak one. Yep, Centaur is starting to die, and my Eisenbomber is starting to heal. And that is going to seal the deal here. Wonder if we can finish this Cygor while he's on the way out. Here comes a Shim's Burning Gaze. Right in the butt. We're about to take that Centaur out with a couple more shots, but... Or, sorry, Cygor. Alright, pretty successful. Not bad. I mean, we didn't do great. We took a few losses here and there, but otherwise, I mean, we completely shut down that army. They got away with very few survivors. It says 79 remaining. Gaston Glock suffered no damage in the process, but this will have revealed our forces, and it is possible that the Beastmen will use their special stances here to pull off an ambush on us. Which would actually be pretty bad. That would not be what we want. Not what we want. But hopefully just flat out losing an army like this will have a consequence. I know the leadership isn't good, but I'm going to take it because all the replenishment we could get may become pretty important over the next couple of turns. Yep, so worst fear realized here. We've been ambushed by Goraz, and he is likely to have multiple stacks of troops ambushing us, so this is definitely not what we needed, and part of the reason why I wanted to put one of my armies in the... This is probably what I should have done, was put one of my armies in the settlement, let them come siege, and then have the other army hiding a little ways away in ambush to come as reinforcements when the right time came, because now this is a problem. We got a level 60 lord ambushing us here. And Gaston Glock, I do not believe, has a steam tank, even. So, we gotta find our way out of this one. We've yet to lose an army in this campaign, and I'd like to not start. protecting our artillery is going to be pretty critical here, and with the Beastmen being able to charge us straight into melee, and then having reinforcements coming to do the same, that is going to be bad. And I'm going to assume they are being reinforced here. I am going to slow it down for a minute just to see what the Whoa, hang on. The Beastmen have chosen not to deploy right on top of me. Holy crap, they're stupid. Wow, the stupidity on these beasts cannot be overstated. So I'm going to actually back up, and we'll bring our 2 steam tanks forward a little and start trading fire immediately with the Cygor. And then I'm going to turn my artillery. My artillery actually needs to back up just a little, and I'm going to get my Jaeger Corps. Yeah, let's kind of stand right up front. I will go to full speed here in just a moment. Our Lord, and let's get our Amethyst Wizard. Head back here as well. All right, let's hit play. Everybody's got a movement order. Let's just make sure all of our infantry is on a defensive stance. Put our handguns like this. Let's hit play. So they probably want their reinforcements to join the battle as well. Oh boy, yeah, they are bum rushing me now. Yeah, my artillery is getting bum rushed. I'm gonna have to try and stop these Centigors with great weapons. They took the bait. Alright, I'm gonna fall back with the Jaeger Corps here. Some of my artillery is being caught in melee. I'm going to keep trying to pull it back through the lines. This is very bad. We've now been full-on caught in melee here. Let's see what we can do to help out here. I'm going to put a leadership debuff out here. And I'm going to start trying to target my long rifles on taller targets. Hopefully we can fight back these guys as quickly as possible. I'm hoping the Doom and Darkness will help. We are getting slaughtered by Minotaurs here. We have got to get out of that fight with the steam tanks. I can't afford to lose a steam tank. Get an Assault of Stone going here, maybe help a little bit. This is a crazy fight. We got to get our steam tanks out of that fast. Cygors are owning me. Let's reposition here. Okay, cannon. Target the Cygors, please. And let's start turning these units in the middle to where they get some line of sight on the units that are attacking our flank. Let's throw our Lord in here, see if he can help hold the leadership up. Ouch. Freaking crap, that hurts. Steam tanks, please get out of the battle like I told you multiple times. Please, 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 please. Alright, we lost a steam tank. Or we're about to. Doesn't seem like it's able to be stopped at this point. Okay, we managed to rip through this flank over here finally. Let's turn our Jaeger Corps the other direction. Let's turn these units the other direction as well. We're starting to make up a little ground here. If I can get my steam tanks out alive, that's going to be huge. Handgunners, sacrifice yourself. This is the most challenging battle we will have gotten in a long time. The enemy does not have reinforcements, though they do have more troops in the vicinity. Let's get another Doom and Darkness fired up here, see if we can scare these troops out. Alright, steam tanks, fire. These Cygors are really holding the power bar up back there, and they have done some tremendous damage to me. Alright, we've cleaned out most of the Minotaurs. Wow, these guys got on top of me in a big hurry, and that is not a surprise, I guess, because it is the Beastmen. Oh my gosh, we got absolutely hammered by the Cygors. They are still wrecking me. Holy crap! Alright, we've got to get up here. We need to start spirit leeching as well. Yeah, I mean, the enemy troop count is small. All they have left is those few Bestigor herds right here that I'm trying to shoot. They're fighting my general, but we are just getting absolutely smashed by Cygors. And because we've lost so many troops, the Cygors aren't routing due to army losses. I'm going to spread out wide, move in. Whew! Boy, we took a shellacking. This is why you don't want to get into a melee quick with the Beastmen, especially Beastmen at this level of upgrading. We should be able to, if we have anybody left, get up here and shoot these guys out pretty quickly. But I mean, look at that, 88 kills, 125 kills, 83, and that's just kills. That's not even just accounting for the damage that they've done. Look at that, 2 artillery pieces killed by the same rock. Holy smackerel. Shoot them, please. Spirit Leech the scouts, overcast it so we can get it on there quicker. Alright, we got rid of one. I'm just shocked how much these guys held up the power bar. 143 kills. Yikes. Well, I don't think that army is going to survive. Gaston Glock is going to die if he gets attacked by another Beastman stack, and he very well could. There were 4 of them there, and that's only 2 that we've dealt with at this point. And remember that they can ambush us quite easily. I made a mistake here, folks. I made a big mistake. The way I positioned my troops. We've had multiple episodes of me doing very well. This is an example of how to not do very well. Big mistake here, folks. Comes another attack. Well, fortunately, I can try and retreat. We got lightning struck, but I can try and retreat and force them to attack another one of these armies, which they did. And this is just a straight up attack, and I have the garrison to support me, so we can most assuredly save Gaston Glock at this point. So we are quite fortunate, I believe, all in all. Let's go ahead and fight this battle. While it's loading, I'll get to a couple more comments. That one has a name, and actually, dude, you gotta let Volkmar get his pimp wagon. Yes, we will, Philip, as soon as he levels up enough. Alright, folks, it is a river crossing battle, which I hadn't noticed when we loaded in, but the Beastmen are gonna be loaded with Cygors here. Put our rockets, let's actually put our rockets right behind here, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to find a position I like for the rockets. I don't really like any of those positions. Kalashnikov has a steam tank. We'll use it to kind of block the artillery from this side. And I'll use the Eisenbombers to block from this side. And let's use our Blitzschützen here. And let's put some longer range. Let's actually kind of mix a Jägerkorps Hackbuttschützen here. So the Hackbuttschützen to slow them down, the Jägerkorps to cause the more intense damage. Let's bring more of these units up. I forgot to use my Light Wizard. Or no, he wasn't in the last battle. Never mind, I was using an Amethyst Wizard. Let's see. Let's get all of our guys over here so I can see what I have to deal with. Let's see. I thought I had both my Eisenbombers here. That'll block off the artillery. Got some Stormtroopers, Hackbuttschützen. These 2 units, I kind of want them right here where they got a good long line of sight into that choke point. And then we'll use the rest of these to kind of fill this gap. We may have to adjust a few units here or there as needed. We do have reinforcements coming. Let's go ahead and start the battle, but let's make sure that all these units are in a defensive stance to begin with. Get our Light Wizard up here. Alright, battle started. Looks like they are mostly deployed on that side. Let's see whether there are Cygors we can deal with. In a moment, we'll be able to deal with some Cygors. The Cygors will need to be our target priority for the cannons and for the steam tank. Speaking of steam tank, I'm going to move it right over here. Help fire at the Cygors. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can target a Cygor now. They are actually wheeling up on me. They just threw a rock? They did just throw a rock. Yikes. Oh, it's this one back here. Dude, those guys got some range. 460. Forget about how much range they have. So I can, yeah, the Cygors are just, they're gonna shred me. They're gonna shred me hard. Because I just don't have enough to deal with them from super long range. Let's get our reinforcements moving up. There's gonna be 2 waves of Beastmen. We are not gonna survive this Cygor assault. They are already just absolutely decimating my troops here. Look at this. I've got 2 units that are almost entirely dead just from a few throws from the Cygors here. The Cygors are almost as bad as the Hell Cannons in terms of the damage that they dish to us. We've got one of them that's going down, fortunately. And we've still got enough guns in the general vicinity that I'm still feeling quite dangerous for anything that approaches us, but 2 more Cygors coming in from the back, so the Cygors are going to make us pay a devastating price here. Come on, rout him. Rout him. Rout him. Now let's make sure we're not getting completely bum rushed here because of the loss of units to the Cygors. Looks like we're doing okay at mowing down everything that comes at us. All right, 1 Cygor's out. I can swap targets to the next, but we've got so many more coming in. I'm gonna see if we do not have range for Shim's Burning Gaze. Do we have a net? Let's net these guys. Buy us some time. Net them, please. Okay, never mind. I think we finally got them netted. Alright, we've got our Outriders. Let's position them right behind the lines here to provide some extra fire support. Get the steam tank up. We are getting absolutely shredded right now by Cygors. We're going to have to completely fall back here. We've actually kind of lost that initial point. There's a great sword that shouldn't be here. I'm going to retreat it. And let's get some guns in position here. Yeah, the Cygors are absolutely owning us at the moment. I'll just throw something in here to kind of, I don't think this will do a lot of damage, but hopefully throw these guys off kilter a little. Bit of a banishment there. It'll hurt the Bestigor herd. Our Blitz shoots in perfect position right there. Now the power bar may flip this one for us. I don't know. We have got to get across here, though. Oh, yes, sweet, good. The power bar is going to flip it before we have to take any more shots from these Cygors, I think. Maybe not. There they go. Okay. Woo! That was an ugly fight. But I think it gets us through the wave of Beastmen, despite some mistakes that I made there. Holy cow, man, I will never underestimate Cygors again. In fact, I almost feel like they may be even more punishing than the Hell Cannons. Like, I think the Hell Cannons are easier to kill. Maybe don't have the same fire rate, too. Because the Cygor is not as easy to kill. Like, you don't get lucky and blow up the artillery piece. Like, they just keep throwing until you've either routed them or completely killed them. Good heavens, man. We almost lost some 9 Chevron units there. Yeah, please don't come again anytime soon, Warherds. Wow, that was fun, though. We've learned some interesting lessons there in facing off against the Beastmen, as you would need to be a lot more cannon heavy or steam tank heavy to shoot back at the Cygors. So the Beastmen, to me, feel much more capable against us than Chaos does.
Destruction and death precede your armies, great lord. Your power is incalculable.
Yowza.
It surely rivals even that of the Chaos Gods.
So, we've got 3 Chaos armies moving right up on us too, and we're probably not going to have a lot of time to replenish. So I feel like the best move would be to fall back to Castle Van Rauken.
Ready.
And if Chaos wants to siege there, we let them siege. But we get all the way back here where they can't reach us in this turn. We can begin the replenishment process for Kalashnikov and for Gaston Glock. And then we should start moving Volkmar into a position. And we'll leave them in an ambush stance. And Patchster will move over here as well. And then also into an ambush stance. He still has a little replenishment to do, but it'll be continuing slowly. And then I think what we will... This leaves me a little bit exposed over here, though. I'd like to come close in behind these guys, and I probably can. We could move these armies back towards Kislev. There is no immediate threat over here. Yeah, let's keep moving these armies. Let's just make sure we actually get into the encamped stance each time.
You summon me. Follow me. Yes, that will do.
Okay.
Let us begin.
I think that gets us safe. Let's take care of the skill points on these units.
Yes, my lord.
So Kalashnikov has his tank. He's immortal. At this point, something like Sigmar's Ward would be good because he's in a larger target. And the missile resistance, I do feel like, would be very appropriate there. We can't get Arcane Conduit or an Imperial Pegasus yet, which is really what we'd rather have. Melee attack. I don't really need melee attack. Let's just drop the miscast chance and then Arcane Conduit. And then J. Moses Burning picks up another point. We can finish off Cascading Fire Cloak. He probably could use Sigmar's Ward as well, since he's on a Pegasus up in the air. So, let's see. Gaston Glock, Lord of Handguns. He's got another skill point. He's only at 12, though. So he's not near as high as some of the others. I'm going to put this point into Artillery Master. That way artillery will be stronger against stuff like the Cygors when the time comes. And Severus Snipe here gains another skill level 2. Let's get Earthing, and then the next point he can get will go into Arcane Conduit.
What does the Emperor bid?
Alright, Smith & Wesson. Let's see. I think it's likely... There are some Chaos forces down here. The Servants of Slaanesh. And then, like I said, this could be Skaven. It may not be, but it might be.
Let us move.
We actually replenish quicker in the Dawi lands, so this is actually good. We picked up a lot more prestige there, too. Let's give his last unit here. It's a Regimental Field Surgeon. Hopefully we don't get that glitch again where it pops up on the screen and won't go away. We do have Boris over here that I want to finish the episode by Boris assaulting Massive Orcal here, since he's got the towers for it. Let's fight this battle. This ought to be fun. We'll let our rockets rain down on him, and then we'll send our towers forward too with Blitzschützen and Eisenbombers, who ought to be pretty brutal in a melee. And some people are like, Heir, you can't melee. I know. It's close quarters. We'll just have to deal with it. Just have to deal with it here. Alright, let's back up a little. We've got the wrong units in the towers. At least these two. Just get that unit in the tower. I'm gonna... Yeah, these guys off. We don't need the ram. Let's put them in the tower. Okay, so we got our towers ready there. We don't need a ram. We'll just shoot the gates open. The Hellstorm rockets. And we've got our reinforcing troops. Here's Boris. Boris needs his tank as well. Okay, let's start the deployment. Get our towers moving up. And rockets, if you would be so kind as to open the gates for us. Okay. I am going to move our reinforcements up and just kind of place them in a position to shoot stuff that's on the walls. And let's get, was this Marcus Howitzer? Yeah. Boris, you can move up. There are some archers on the walls. Let's get a look, get you all some cinematic shots here. This is the greenskins who want to face us on the walls, though I don't think they'll do very well in melee against our heavily armored units, and I believe our units have the regimental field surgeons. They do. So yeah, this is not going to bode well for the greenskins in melee. And we should knock the gate open soon as well. Alright, let's let you all get some nice close-up shots here. You can see the greenskin archers being shot. The rockets pummeling the gates. Here come the siege towers. Yeah, you better run, greenskins. Alright, so the melee has begun. And the gates are open, so let's take Boris inside. Maybe he can start facing off against the war boss. Let's bring some line infantry up to support him. And let's get our rockets to pummel these Night Goblin archers a little. I wonder if we can fire right here. I'm going to try and get some shots off. Yep, we sure can. Alright, Boris, get him. Alright, that got the greenskin archers to move out of the way. I'm going to cease fire, though, because potentially a lot of friendly fire that's going to be happening. Our Eisen bombers wrecked those night goblins, so I'm going to go after some of the goblin archers up there. Yep, see, now we can open fire with the grenades on the walls, and then our line infantry has made it inside the gates as well. And if they get a clean shot, they'll take it here in just a moment. Shoot him! Do you all have not have fire at will on? They do. What's going on? Get him! There we go. So that's going to be greenskins defeated. I think they have a couple units left, but yeah, there we go. You see their war boss getting quite a few shots in the rump there. He's not real happy about it, but that's what he gets. How are those troll units not routed? Well, I know what'll take care of the troll units in a quick hurry here. I'm gonna send some foyer shoots in their way. Yeah, that's what I thought, trolls. Quit trolling. There we go. So that ought to be a good success for this episode. I'm not going to occupy Massive Orcal, I don't think. We're just going to raze it to the ground and be done with it. Boris is the exterminator here, folks, not the occupier. He's the Golden Order's exterminator. Gets rid of nuisances by lead poisoning. So Morglum Beard Runner. Nice, or Beard Burner. I don't know. Boris doesn't have a beard, he's just got an epic stash, so maybe that's what kept him safe here. Oh my cash. Never mind, we're going to sack it, and then we're going to raise it.
Take out the pace. This will bolster the
I don't think we can do both in the same turn, though. We're going to do nothing, and I'm going to hang out, like, right over here. I won't be replenishing, unfortunately, because I don't have an alliance with these guys, but we can make one.
Yes.
I think that'll give me replenishment in Towson lands. Yes, it will. Perfect. And we'll raise Massive Orcal on the next turn. It obviously won't be able to stand up to us. Boris is only a couple of points away from his steam tank, which is going to be spectacular. Strength of Hardship, Artillery Master. Let's get let's start actually putting the more blue skill points here. Untainted would be good. And let's look at Marcus Howitzer here. Let's finish Comet of Kazandora for him. Nice big artillery barrage. I think that some of the prestige we earned here should go into the experimental ammo for his Feuerschützen. Double time. Reinforced armor, more ammunition, or defensive formation. Improved bayonets. I think this only works when you draw the bayonets, and we don't do that very often. If anything, I would think just some extra ammo or armor would be probably the best. I don't think we've ever run out of armor with the Hagbutschützen, so let's just reinforce their armor. 75 armor is going to be pretty stout. There we go. And then let's get some more prestige upgrades here. Let's improve the rifling on our Jaeger Corps. And then, in accordance with the name that was requested earlier, let's get Instant Sunshine as a name here. Perfect. Excellent. We've gotten our second 6 steam tanks. So we can have, I think, if I do 6 more, that makes it 19, and that leaves room for a wizard on the end, which is what we need. We're gonna need a Jade Wizard. So you all help me come up with a name for the Jade Wizard. Let's see, where's our Steamo tanks? Right here. There we go. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We've made a bunch of money. We've beaten back the Warherds. Or, sorry, the Brayherds. Warherds of Chaos, whatever their name is going to be here. There are some Chaos troops over here that Boris might need to exterminate. On top of the Orcs. We've got a lot going on, folks, so I hope you join me next time when we continue the All-Gun Empire campaign with the Golden Order, which is probably better known as the Order of Searing Hot Lead. Comes back, and I will see you then. HeirofCarthage signing out.